You know, the backbone of our entire healthcare system, it's under some serious pressure. So today, we're going to dig into something really interesting, a new ecosystem called the Hive. It's designed not just to prop up nurses, but to fundamentally rebuild the future of their profession from the inside out. Let's dive in and see how they're pulling it off.
And really, everything comes down to this one core belief. It's so simple, but so powerful. When nurses thrive, healthcare thrives. Think about it. When nurses are supported, growing, and doing well, patient care gets better, and the whole system is healthier. But when they're not, the whole structure starts to wobble.
So where does an idea like this even start? Well, like so many powerful movements, it wasn't born in a corporate boardroom. Nope. It started with one person, on the front lines, watching the system reach its absolute breaking point.
The Hive was started by a third-generation nurse with over 2 decades of experience on the floor. We're talking oncology, cardiology, and get this, 16 of those years was spent in some of Australia's busiest and most chaotic emergency departments. So this isn't some academic theory. This solution was born from real lived experience.
This observation was the real catalyst. Just imagine seeing that every day. Brilliant, passionate nurses just burning out. Talented leaders with so much potential getting completely stuck. It's this heartbreaking reality of dedication getting crushed by a system that just wasn't providing the right support. The human cost was just too high to ignore.
And this was the pivotal moment, the huge realization. The problem wasn't that the workforce was just cracking under pressure. No, it was breaking. This wasn't about a few individuals struggling or a small issue you could just patch over. The entire foundation was shattering.
And that personal story, well, it's a window into a massive, universal crisis that's affecting nurses and midwives all over the world. So let's break down the key problems that are fueling this.
First off, burnout. I know, it's a word we hear all the time, but this isn't just a buzzword. It's a crippling force that's leading to mass attrition. We're losing experienced nurses, teams are being hollowed out, and ultimately, that directly impacts patient care.
And for the nurses who do stay, well, their career path often feels completely tangled. The traditional routes to leadership are fractured, leaving so many talented people feeling stuck, with no clear way to advance their careers.
So, this all raises a really critical question, doesn't it? Is this just an issue of individual failure? Are nurses and midwives simply not resilient enough anymore for the demands of the job?
The answer is a clear and absolute no. This isn't about individual resilience. It's about being stuck in a professional support system that simply never evolved to meet the crazy demands that are placed on nurses today.
So if we want to fix this, we have to understand what exactly is missing. Let's look at the current support structures out there and really pinpoint the critical gap that they just fail to fill.
This lays it out so perfectly. On one side, you have what exists now. Universities give you the theory. Hospitals offer training, but it's often sporadic and under-resourced. And recruiters, they just fill vacancies. Nobody was providing the missing piece, a scalable ecosystem for whole person, whole career development. Well, until now.
And this is where we get to the Hive solution. It's a comprehensive 360-degree support system designed specifically to fill that gap. And it's built on 3 distinct but totally interconnected pillars.
So let's break it down. First, there's THND, or Nursing Development. That's all about career growth and leadership. Then you have THE, the Hive Experience, which is focused on well-being and hitting the professional reset button. And finally, there's THNN, the Nurses Network, which is all about building that crucial community and connection. Each one addresses a piece of the puzzle that was missing before.
And here's the key takeaway. It's not about fixing one problem in isolation. This is a holistic system designed to support the entire person behind the uniform for their entire career.
Okay, so the model sounds fantastic, but does it actually work? Let's get into the data and see what the real-world impact has been for the nurses who are part of it.
Let's just start with this one big number, 98%. What in the world could that represent? Well, it represents tangible, incredible success. A whopping 98% of the nurses in their mentoring programs step into a new role or get a promotion in just 3 to 6 months. That's an absolutely powerful sign of what targeted, meaningful support can achieve. And the value doesn't just stop there. 70% of the members choose to continue with long-term development. This isn't a quick fix. It's a sustained journey of growth that people are clearly invested in for the long haul. And you know, the impact goes way beyond just promotions. Nurses are reporting higher confidence, much greater career clarity, and stronger leadership skills. But maybe most importantly, they're feeling less burned out and have a renewed sense of purpose, which is a direct counterpunch to the very thing that drives so many people out of the profession.
When you see results like that, it becomes really clear that the Hive is more than just a company. It's truly a movement. And it's built on that deep understanding that you can't support the professional without supporting the whole person. And that commitment even extends to a whole network of strategic partners. From data-driven well-being with Quantum Club to in-home care support from 99 pairs, these partners help support every single dimension of a nurse's life, not just their 9 to 5.
So for anyone out there who's inspired by this model, there are some really clear ways to get involved. You can book a strategy call, explore the mentoring programs, join a well-being retreat, or simply connect with the growing network.
Ultimately, this whole thing comes down to an incredibly empowering call to action. The future of nursing isn't going to be fixed by some top-down mandate. It's going to be rebuilt by a collective, grassroots effort. So the real question isn't just about how to save a workforce, but about how we can all help it rise, together.